Thank you for stopping by and welcome to Coffee with Carrie. I am sorry you are not going to like what I'm telling you today, but today I am sharing the dating advice you're going to hate because it's not what we want to hear. We want to hear it's all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows and puppies, but dating's hard and there are some realities that we have to face, and I think being forewarned is forearmed. So I hope you will find this interesting, intriguing, and entertaining. If you're new here, I'm Carrie. I'm a matchmaker and a dating coach. This stuff is based on years of talking to people every week, dozens of them, and finding out what they think about dating and relationships and sharing it again here with you. So this is a list of over 10 pieces of dating advice that you're going to hate. I hope you'll stick around because that's what's on the agenda. Number 1, dating is not going out, meeting somebody great, and settling down into a relationship. You're going to have to meet lots of people to find your person, typically. You're going to have to kiss a bunch of frogs before you find your prince or your princess, and you should just know that whether you like it or not. You've just started talking to somebody or been out on a first date with someone and you think this is pretty promising. I like this person. This is going pretty well so far. They're probably still talking to other people, possibly seeing other people. They're out there dating. So remember that you are not in a monogamous or exclusive relationship with somebody until you've had a conversation about exclusivity and monogamy. So just recognize they could be kissing somebody else goodnight on the nights you're not seeing them and thanking them for a wonderful evening. Get back out there and then have that conversation and figure out if you're only seeing one another. Number 3, winging it is not a plan. Be intentional. Know what you want. Know what you're looking for. Know how you're going to show up on dates. Being prepared is so valuable when trying to make a connection with other people. Don't just wing it. Number 4, competition is a thing. There aren't billions of people available to everyone. Even if you're in a major metropolitan area, there's always going to be a limited amount of people you can swipe or run into in your social circles or the places that you find yourself. So realize that there are other people out there who are dating and may want to pursue someone that you find interesting. So number 1, don't wait. And when you do ask them out, bring your A game. This isn't a true competition, but there is competition out there, and you should keep that in mind. Number 6, looks matter. They're not everything, but they do matter. So do your best. Bring your best self. Make the efforts that make you most attractive physically and your personality. Control what you can. And remember that being good looking, that's not enough either. So you still have to bring your personality and your charm to every opportunity and every engagement, because whether you're trying to attract someone that you've just met or someone you know, you want them to look at you, make sure you stay out of the friend zone and see you as a romantic possibility. So remember that looks matter and do the best you can with what you have, like we all must. Number 6, you don't want to hear it, but it's not too late. For those of you in the comments section who are saying, yeah, but I'm this age now and I've given up. I've met lots of women or men and it's never worked out. I'm just here because you're so awesome, Carrie. Or I enjoy the comments for whatever reasons that you're here, but you're not choosing to put yourself out there. It ain't over until it's over, and it's really never too late. So if this is still intriguing to you, these conversations, and you've picked up on a thing or two in our time together over the years, give it a shot. Get your butt out there on a date and see if you can put to practice some of this knowledge and expertise you have from being a friend of mine. It's not too late, and it's true whether you want to hear it or not. Nice guys don't finish last, but victims do. People who have a pessimistic attitude when they're out there dating or will say that, oh, I'm not good looking and I'm not pretty enough, I'm not handsome enough, nobody wants to date me, I'm always getting this happening or that. Playing the victim in any way is unappealing. Don't bring that part of your personality with you. We all have unattractive parts to our personality, but don't bring that with you on your dates. You've got to put that in a drawer and tuck it away till you get back home, and bring your positivity and your charm and wit and all those positive things that you also have with you out there dating. Nobody wants to leave the date that you've chosen with one another to attend your pity party, so don't do that. You are not going to be a superstar, fabulous, A-plus dater when you first put yourself out there meeting people. No, it just doesn't work that way, because dating is not a muscle or something we're innately born with. It's a skill. It's why I have a channel. It's why I have jobs. It's why you're here, because you can learn these things. These are skills. These are things that we can practice and get better at over time. So don't put yourself down for not being fantastic at all these things early on in the dating process. Just keep refreshing yourself on who you want to be out there dating, and reinforcing that with reading a book or watching my episodes or reading the comments here. You will get better, because you can't keep working at something and not if you're serious about it. So don't expect that you're going to get out there and be your best version of your dating self. It just doesn't work that way. And that's okay. This first date thing, it isn't about whether or not they like you. This isn't a job interview. This is, even on a job interview, you go in and you're supposed to be asking them questions about the job to figure out if you even want it. You're not supposed to go into a job interview and say, God, I hope they like me. I hope they hire me. Sure, we need a job, right? We need some income, perhaps, if we don't even have a job, but we want the right job. We want the right partner. That's why you would ask, can you tell me a little bit about what my day would look like in this job? What are the opportunities for growth? If I were to be hired, where could I work my way towards in the next 5 years? Same with a person. You're not there just to make them like you. You're there to figure out whether you want to see them again too. So don't get caught up in that loop of trying to be super likable and super charming without remembering why you're there. It's a two-way street, and you have to make sure you're both interested and intrigued by one another. And this has potential and possibility, and you should get together again for another date. Number 10 is that confidence counts, and there is no real substitute. You should be working on it. I have some videos with tips on how to get there and what to focus on and whether you can fake it and what it takes to do so. But I'll tell you this, the thing that comes closest to confidence, if you're not quite feeling it at that day, that moment, or at this point, is a positive attitude. Very attractive to people. What you lack in confidence, make up with positivity and a good upbeat attitude and personality, and also curiosity. I can't say enough about curiosity when you're dating. So keep working on the confidence, but don't forget to leave all negativity behind and bring your most positive energy to meeting this person on a date. Number 11, you don't want to hear it, but people lie. Lots of people lie. Not everybody's trustworthy. You shouldn't trust everyone you meet. You should have a healthy dose of mistrust, I guess. People need to earn not just your respect, but also your trust. I don't think these things are given. I think these are things that other people have to show you who they are over time in order for you to both respect and trust someone. You are going to meet bots on the dating apps and scammers. That's inevitable. They're everywhere. So be cautious and have that questioning in the back of your mind, because you're going to need it. But then make sure you have room to believe somebody who over time proves themselves to you. That's just as important as being apprehensive and demanding them to earn the trust in the first place, is to give it once it's been earned. Number 12, there are so many options available to me. I could swipe till the end of time and meet women or men anywhere I go if I chose to actually put myself out there and talk to them. not really true. This is an illusion of abundance that some people feel they have. Eventually, you swipe through all the people in your area. You literally have to start over and look at people that you said, nah, to the first time. So you live in an area, there are a certain amount of people who fall into your age parameters and your values are shared and you have a common interest or two, and their family's going to be half decent and they want the same type of a situation in a family setup that you do. It's not like there's a zillion people that live within a, whatever radius you have set on your dating app or you're willing to travel to meet somebody. So you have to value each opportunity as something that is valuable and important, instead of thinking that there's more fish in the sea, there's more where that came from. There are a limited amount of people that you're going to meet. And the good thing is that it really, in the end, only takes one. Number 13, you may not want to believe this or face the facts. I know you guys don't want to hear it, and I hear you tell me you don't want to hear it, but women want men to pay on a first date. I don't want to talk about it. It's just true. If you can't afford to take women to dinner every week, if you're dating weekly, take them for coffee, take them to a park, get coffee on the go, bring a thermos, but don't split the bill if you want to see her again, because if she's one of those women, just that little transaction alone will sometimes make it blow up in your face and you'll miss out on somebody who otherwise would have been great. If you think that's too old-fashioned for you and that's not the kind of woman you'd want to date, then by all means, go Dutch. Finally, whether you want to know it or not, bringing your baggage to a date, a first date, a second date, even a third date is going to backfire for you. People don't want the negativity or your history seeping into something that they're trying to get started that's new. So leave your bad energy, your sob stories, your sad stories outside the door. When you show up, you bring your positive self. You have all these different aspects to who you are. You get to choose what to leave out there and leave at home and throw into the refrigerator with your limp celery, and what to bring with you on this date, tucked into your pocket or your handbag that you want to share with this person. Make it something positive, because baggage and negativity has no place on those dates, and it's not going to get you what you want in any event. All right, those are my, I think 11, no, 13, 14, I don't know. There's a bunch of those things. There's probably a number attached to them that I added later. Those are the things you didn't want to hear, but I had to tell you anyway. I hope you found those interesting. If you did, Mom says, yeah, give it a thumbs up. And that would be very kind of you. I'd appreciate it. More so, even still, subscribe to the channel. What is this? 75% of people aren't subscribing, just watching? That's not fair. Please do that. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, have a good one. When trying to make a connection so valuable when trying to make a connection with other people.